I try my best to keep up with the news. I think it's important to know what's happening in the world around me, but lately I've been having trouble with that. With everything seemed to be going on all at once, trying to keep up on the news is like trying to drink from a fire hose. This has been the craziest year of my life so far. Can you believe that this year started with a basketball legend dying in a helicopter crash? Seems like everybody just forgotten about that amidst the chaos. By the way, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. One reason that it's been hard keeping up with the news is that all the news outlets are trying to push their own political agenda. And it's coming from both sides too. Let's face it, the media, especially the mainstream media, is like it just become propaganda machines. That's all they are. Just look at the way they treat our president, for example. We have one side that will talk about everything bad about him and ignore everything he did good, and we have the other side that will only talk about what he did good and ignore what he did wrong. We never get the full story. I have my own opinions, but I'm not going to talk about them right now. Plenty of people and outlets claim to be the truth when really just regurgitating what they've heard from their preferred outlets and further spreading their political agenda. It's all based on bias. I have a quote that I made that goes, biases are for the weak and stupid-minded, who put tribalism over facts and logics. Most people just pick a side and put themselves in an echo chamber. People only want to hear what they want to hear and ignore the actual facts, and I'm no exception. You can probably look at all the 150 plus channels I'm subscribed to. I know I'm subscribed to too many. You can see that I tend to follow conservatives. I do follow some liberals, but mainly conservatives. Although I don't count myself as conservative or liberal anymore. I tend to follow them because I'm interested in what they have to say for the most part, and they kind of interest me the most. But I always take their word with a grain of salt. And I have been thinking about unsubscribing from some of them just to eliminate the biases in my own life. I think most of us are guilty of looking for something that proves our point right, even if it's wrong. We actively search for what we want to hear and to justify our opinions. Even if there's thousands of points saying that it's wrong, we're still looking for that one point that says it's right just to take it for heart. Another reason that the news is that the news is always negative, okay? It's always bad stuff this, bad stuff that. Sometimes it gets to the point where I just feel mentally drained and on the edge of giving up hope for humanity. So I end up taking a break from the news, but it seems like every time I take a break, something crazy happens that rocks the entire universe to the core. Like a mass shooting, or a war is about to break out, or even an alien invasion or some shit. I won't hear about it until later because I decided to take a break. So just to get to the point, I think we can all agree and all relate to this. It's important to keep track of current events. I'm not going to deny that. But I hate how complicated it's becoming.